Welcome to Golden Bachelor. If you love celebrity news and real entertainment updates, you're in the right place. Love has a funny way of surprising people, especially when it shows up later in life and feels even sweeter than expected. That's exactly the kind of love story Peg Munson and Mel Owens are living right now. A story filled with laughter, second chances, and dreams that feel brand new, even though the hearts involved are wiser than ever. From the moment Peg and Mel began opening up about their relationship, fans could feel it. This wasn't rushed. This wasn't forced. It was two people choosing each other every single day with intention, patience, and a whole lot of joy. And now, as they begin talking about their dream wedding plans, it's clear this next chapter might be their most magical one yet. Peg has always been someone who believes in romance, but not the over-the-top kind that feels staged. For her, love is in the small things, the way Mel listens when she talks, the way he remembers the little details, the way he makes her laugh when she least expects it. When she imagines her wedding day, it isn't about perfection, it's about meaning. It's about standing next to the person who makes her feel safe, seen, and deeply loved. Mel, on the other hand, brings a calm confidence to the relationship, mixed with a playful sense of humor that keeps things light. He jokes that if Peg is handling the romance, his job is to make sure everyone's smiling and nobody forgets to eat. But beneath that humor is a man who takes commitment seriously and feels genuinely grateful to have found love again. When they talk about their dream wedding, what stands out most isn't extravagance, it's authenticity. They imagine a setting that feels warm and personal, surrounded by people who truly matter to them. No pressure, no expectations, just love in the air and laughter echoing through the room. Peg has hinted that she loves the idea of an intimate outdoor ceremony, something simple, maybe with soft music playing in the background, natural light, and a peaceful atmosphere. She wants a place where everyone feels relaxed, where conversations flow easily, and where the focus stays on celebrating love rather than impressing anyone. Mel agrees, though he admits he has one non-negotiable request: the food has to be good. He laughs about it, but you can tell he wants the day to feel joyful, comfortable, and full of life. To him, a perfect wedding is one where people stay longer than planned because they're having too much fun to leave. What makes their wedding vision so special is how naturally their personalities blend. Peg dreams of romantic touches, handwritten vows, meaningful music, maybe a few happy tears. Mel balances that with humor, light-hearted moments, and the kind of energy that keeps everyone at ease. Together, they create something that feels real, not rehearsed. They've also talked about how their past experiences shaped what they want now. Having lived full lives before finding each other, they understand what truly matters. They aren't chasing a fairy tale, they're building something deeper, a partnership rooted in respect, trust, and shared laughter. One of the sweetest things Peg has shared is how she wants the day to feel less like a performance and more like a celebration. She doesn't want to rush through it. She wants to take it all in, the smiles, the hugs, the quiet moments when she looks at Mel and realizes, this is it. This is the love she waited for. Mel, in his own way, echoes that sentiment. He's spoken about how meaningful it feels to commit to someone who understands him so completely. He jokes that he may not cry, but anyone who knows him can tell that behind the humor is a man deeply moved by this moment in his life. Their chemistry is effortless. They tease each other, finish each other's thoughts, and genuinely enjoy being together. It's the kind of connection that doesn't need grand gestures to prove itself. It shows up in everyday moments, and that's exactly why fans are so invested in their story. As for wedding traditions, Peg and Mel aren't afraid to make them their own. They're open to keeping what feels right and letting go of what doesn't. If something feels meaningful, it stays. If it feels unnecessary, it goes. That freedom is part of what makes their relationship feel so refreshing. Friends close to them describe their love as warm and steady, with a spark that hasn't faded. It's not loud, but it's powerful. It's the kind of love that grows stronger with time, built on shared experiences and mutual admiration.
There's also a sense of gratitude in how they talk about each other. Peg often mentions how thankful she is for the way Mel supports her, while Mel never misses a chance to express how much he respects Peg's strength and kindness. That mutual appreciation shines through in everything they do. As wedding plans slowly come together, one thing is already clear. This won't just be a ceremony, it will be a reflection of who they are. Two people who found something special when they least expected it, and who are choosing to celebrate it in a way that feels true to their hearts. And maybe that's why this story resonates so deeply. It reminds us that love doesn't have an expiration date, that romance can be playful and deep at the same time, that laughter and commitment can exist side by side. Peg and Mel's journey isn't about perfection, it's about presence, being present with each other, showing up, choosing love again and again. And as they step toward their wedding day, it feels less like an ending and more like a beautiful beginning. So as fans continue to watch this love story unfold, one thing is certain. Whatever their wedding looks like, it will be filled with warmth, joy, and moments that feel unforgettable, not because they were planned, but because
This kind of
they were
love story
real.
makes you smile, warms your heart, or gives you hope, don't forget to show your support by liking, sharing, and staying connected for more stories that celebrate love, laughter, and second chances. One of the most charming aspects of Peg and Mel's relationship is their ability to balance each other perfectly. Peg brings the heart, the romance, and the whimsical touches that make moments feel magical, while Mel brings a grounded sense of calm, humor, and practicality that keeps things lighthearted. Together, they've created a partnership where spontaneity meets planning and passion meets stability. Their friends often describe them as the couple you can't help but root for. They laugh together in a way that's infectious, whether they're trying a new hobby, cooking together, or simply binge-watching their favorite shows. There's a playfulness in their interactions, little inside jokes, teasing smiles, and shared glances that gives their love a joyful energy that's impossible to ignore. As their wedding planning unfolds, they've been dreaming about creating moments that their guests will remember forever. Peg has shared how she's envisioning a romantic adventure for everyone, a day where love isn't just witnessed, but felt. Maybe it's a heartfelt toast under twinkling lights, a surprise dance that gets everyone laughing, or an intimate walk through a scenic garden where guests can see just how much they adore each other. Every detail, she says, should reflect the love and laughter that defines them as a couple. Mel, ever the jokester, loves imagining the lighter side of the day. He talks about harmless pranks, funny photo ops, and moments that make people chuckle, not at the couple, but with them. He wants the wedding to feel alive, like a gathering of friends who genuinely enjoy being together. And for him, there's nothing better than seeing Peg smile and knowing that all the planning is creating exactly the joy she deserves. Despite all the excitement, Peg and Mel have also emphasized the importance of quiet moments amidst the festivities. They imagine stealing a few minutes alone, just the two of them, away from cameras, guests, and the buzz of the day. It's in these moments that they reflect on how far they've come, the journey that brought them together, and the love that continues to grow stronger with every laugh, every conversation, and every shared dream. They've also been playful about the wedding party. Peg jokes about making sure everyone is dressed fabulously, but warns Mel not to try and coordinate any surprise schemes. Mel, in turn, teases her about assigning silly roles and secret missions, keeping the planning process fun and stress-free. Together, they've made wedding planning an extension of their relationship, filled with humor, compromise, and shared excitement. Another thing fans love is how much Peg and Mel value family and friends. They've made it clear that the people they love are an essential part of their celebration. Every laugh, every hug, and every toast is meant to honor the community that has supported them along the way. They aren't just planning a wedding, they're crafting a memory that will be treasured by everyone present, a day where joy multiplies simply because it's shared.
Romance, of course, plays a huge part. Peg has hinted at personal touches like meaningful vows written from the heart, a first dance that's a mix of sweet and silly, and little surprises for guests that speak to their personalities. Mel talks about small gestures he's planning, like a playful note tucked in Peg's bouquet or a private message that only she will see. These details make the celebration feel intimate, personal, and entirely theirs. Even the food has a story. Mel jokes that it's the most important part, but there's truth in his humor. They want dishes that reflect their tastes, that make people smile, and maybe even spark a little nostalgia. Think comfort food served with a twist, desserts that bring out childhood memories, and drinks that inspire a toast to love and laughter. They want every bite to carry the same warmth and joy that fills their relationship. What makes Peg and Mel's story even more relatable is their honesty about the journey of love. They've both experienced challenges, heartbreaks, and lessons that shaped who they are today. That depth of experience gives their relationship richness. They're not just planning a wedding, they're celebrating a love that's resilient, grounded, and deeply understood. And that's what makes this story so enchanting. It's proof that true love can arrive at any stage of life, bringing excitement, laughter, and profound happiness. As the days draw closer to their big celebration, it's easy to imagine Peg and Mel walking hand in hand, taking in the beauty of the moment, laughing at small mishaps, and finding joy in the simple act of being together. Every glance, every laugh, every touch will be a testament to their journey, a reminder that love, when nurtured with care, patience, and humor, is truly unforgettable. And while fans await the wedding with bated breath, Peg and Mel continue to savor the process. They're embracing every detail, every decision, every joyful and funny moment along the way. For them, the wedding is not just a day, it's a living story, a snapshot of their love that will continue to grow long after the last dance, long after the lights fade, and long after the confetti settles. Ultimately, what makes their story so magnetic is the perfect combination of laughter, romance, and authenticity. Peg and Mel's love reminds us that a wedding isn't just about the event itself, it's about the journey, the connection, and the everyday choices that bring two people closer together. Their dream wedding is simply an extension of that love, playful, heartfelt, meaningful, and full of joy. One of the most endearing parts of Peg and Mel's journey is how they handle the little quirks of life together. Peg laughs about Mel's tendency to misplace things, keys, sunglasses, even his own phone sometimes, and how she secretly loves teasing him about it. Mel, in turn, jokes that Peg's slight obsession with organization keeps him on his toes. Their banter is light, playful, and full of affection, showing that love isn't just about grand gestures, it's also about enjoying the everyday moments together. Their engagement story, too, reflects the balance of their personalities. It wasn't extravagant, nor did it need to be. It was intimate, personal, and full of laughter. Friends who were nearby at the time still talk about how Mel's nervous jokes made Peg laugh so hard she nearly cried. And Peg's reaction, a mix of surprise, joy, and mock scolding for making her wait even a second, perfectly captured the humor and authenticity that define their relationship. When they talk about wedding attire, the conversation becomes both sweet and funny. Peg imagines a gown that's elegant but comfortable enough to dance freely, maybe with a hint of whimsy that reflects her playful spirit. Mel jokes that he only agrees to a suit if he can add a hidden pocket for snacks. Clearly, some traditions might need a little tweaking for their personalities. Their discussions about attire aren't just about appearances. They're a reflection of how much they value authenticity, comfort, and fun in every
is a
detail.
big part of their vision. Peg envisions songs that speak to both heart and humor, tunes that can make people laugh, cry, and dance, sometimes all at once. Mel, true to form, wants a mix that keeps the energy alive while honoring sentimental favorites. The result? A playlist that mirrors their love, thoughtful, light-hearted, and full of surprises. One of the sweetest ideas they've shared is about their vows. Peg wants them handwritten, heartfelt, and sprinkled with humor. Mel plans to respond with words that are honest, funny, and deeply touching, maybe even quoting a private joke only they understand. Their vows won't just be promises, they'll be a window into their relationship, capturing the laughter, challenges, and tender moments that make their love unique. Family and friends play a big role in how they imagine their wedding day. They both have close-knit circles that have supported them through life's ups and downs, and they want those people to feel included in every moment. From heartfelt speeches to surprise dances and laughter-filled storytelling, they're committed to making sure every guest leaves feeling part of something special. Their playful personalities shine brightest in the behind-the-scenes moments of planning. Peg talks about taste-testing desserts, debating floral arrangements, and imagining silly photo props that will make everyone smile. Mel brings humor to every conversation, joking about coordinating dance moves or secretly testing how many guests can fit on a photo bench without tipping it over. These small, fun moments are just as important to them as the big picture. They reflect how love is about joy, laughter, and making memories together. Travel, too, factors into their vision. They dream of a wedding that feels like an adventure, maybe in a location that's meaningful to them. Perhaps a scenic garden, a beach at sunset, or a charming vineyard, somewhere where every view and every corner can inspire romance and laughter. And while the destination matters, what truly matters is that they're experiencing it together, surrounded by the people they love. Even the little traditions of weddings are being reimagined. Mel suggests playful tweaks, like fun surprise moments during the reception or a dance-off with the wedding party, while Peg ensures that meaningful rituals like toasts and family blessings keep their roots in romance and sincerity. Together, they've crafted a celebration that's uniquely theirs, where nothing feels forced and everything feels joyful. Beyond the wedding day itself, Peg and Mel are excited for the life that comes after. They often talk about dreaming together, laughing together, and continuing to find fun in everyday moments. The wedding is a milestone, yes, but for them, it's also a continuation of a story that's already rich with laughter, love, and shared dreams. What's most touching, perhaps, is how much gratitude they show for finding each other. They both acknowledge that love at any stage of life can feel transformative, but discovering someone who matches your humor, your values, and your heart is something extraordinary. That awareness adds a layer of depth and warmth to their wedding plans, making every detail not just a choice, but a celebration of the journey that brought them here. And so, as they move closer to the day they will say, "I do," Peg and Mel are savoring every single step, the planning, the laughter, the shared decisions, and even the little disagreements that somehow make the journey even sweeter. They are creating more than a wedding. They are crafting a memory, a moment, a feeling that will last a lifetime. Thanks for watching Golden Bachelor. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for the next big story.